Hi, this is Markeisha Moore. Here are my IDs. And this is for the Communications 1010 course online at Austin Peay State University. This will be an informative speech on the accomplishments of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Without history, there would be no today. Starting from the beginning of time, there were some amazing people that walked this earth. The amazing people fought for our rights and for our country. Racism was a major deal in the early 1900s, but without the help of Dr. King, Rosa Parks, and many other historians, we are all given the same opportunities today. Dr. King had many accomplishments, but he is most known for his role played in the ACRM. The greatest achievement of King was undoubtedly a leader of the African American Civil Rights Movement. Along his side was Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, and W.E.B. Du Bois. Also played a major role in the civil rights movement. He defended the African Americans by fighting for their rights. His vision was that all Americans be treated equally, started as a small dream, but over time ended up being a part of history. One of his accomplishments started with being a leader of the African American Civil Rights Movement, dated 1955 to 1968. Refers to the social movement of the United States aimed at outlawing racial discrimination against Black Americans and restoring voting rights to them. This is a handout of the timeline of Dr. King's life. Although it's not a big timeline, it does have the major key points in the timeline of his life. I kind of shortened it some so that most of the major events will fit all onto one page. But I will let you know what website I got it from so that you all will be able to go and research it yourself if you would like. The packet that I just handed you was a small timeline of Dr. King's life that I found on the website www.historytimeline.org. August 28, 1963, in Washington, D.C., King presented his dream speech in front of thousands and thousands. When we hear of Dr. King, the first thing that comes to mind is his famous I Have a Dream speech. At the tender age of 35, Dr. King was the youngest recipient of the Nobel Prize and the second African American to receive it. On December 10, 1964, Dr. King was awarded the Nobel Prize for his leadership with the civil rights movement. This concludes our presentation. I hope that you have learned some of the many accomplishments of Dr. King. Not only was he a family person, but also a leader, motivational speaker, and author. Conclusively, Dr. King's accomplishments took a toll on all Americans as a whole, not only affecting the African Americans. By now, you should know a little bit more about Dr. King. His I Have a Dream speech was just a small portion of his accomplishments. The drive, love, dedication that he had for his fellow Americans drove him to do outstanding things. Who would have thought one small man with a small vision could affect so many and also be a part of history? For more information on Dr. King and his accomplishments, please visit www.nobelprize.org. Also, www.buzzle.com, as well as www.historytimeline.org. Thank you for your time.